Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hi, Miss.
Yeah, hi. How are you? Good morning. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yes. So, how
Yeah,
was the weekend?
it was good. Yeah, tiring. Good.
Tiring. Hmm? What
Yeah,
did
yeah.
tiring? What happened? Why are you so tired for the weekend?
The two tournaments,
Hmm?
two football tournaments.
Sorry.
I had two tournaments.
Acha, you had tournaments. Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So, what were we doing in the last session? Hmm.
Yes. Uh,
Open.
when we learning CSS.
So, class and things like that, right?
Yeah.
Uh, okay. Okay, so let's have a small recall test.
Mm.
What are the types of CSS selectors we have?
What do you mean? Yes.
Hmm?
What do you mean selectors?
You have done in the last class. Selector, types of selectors. You have learned in the last class.
Uh,
Hmm?
Universal selector.
Hmm. Then
Uh,
universal selector.
I forgot the other.
Sorry,
Forgot the other names.
I didn't understand. What did you say?
Got. I didn't. I forgot the other two names.
Why? Why have you forgotten? You have to keep on remembering that. It's called ID selector, class selector, universal selector.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So what is the uses of CSS selectors? Why do we use selectors?
So that we can select particular parts of the web page too.
Yes. So what is a symbol for class selector? How do you create a class selector?
Isn't it like paragraph then you put class?
That's what. How do you make a class selector? What is the symbol that you use to make a select class?
Isn't it like a dot?
Yes, it's not dot. You should not call it as a dot. It's a period. Okay. So I have a statement. Can CSS also control the functionality and behavior of a web page?
No.
No. Right. Okay. So for that, to give a function, what do we need?
We need JavaScript.
Yes, good. Okay. CSS property defined with the universal selector applies to the whole page or the paragraph or the heading. When
The
you
whole
use hmm?
the whole page.
Yes, universal selector means the entire page. Yes, right. So do you have any doubt in whatever we have learned in the previous class?
No.
No, it's all clear for you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so today we are going to learn about, we'll continue with the CSS that we have learned in the last class. We have learned about different types of CSS selectors and the basic syntax. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about what are the ways to insert a CSS into the file. Okay, so there are four types of CS. There are three ways to insert a style sheet. First one is an external style sheet. So where you're creating all the CSS file. CSS properties in an external file. I think last class I have already showed you, right?
Yeah.
So we create everything in a separate file and then we link that with.
Yeah.
Then those kind of things are called as external CSS. External means not inside the HTML file, you're doing outside the HTML file. Okay. Then we have the second type, which is called as internal CSS. Internal CSS means where you're doing the CSS, the styling thing within the HTML file itself. Okay.
Okay.
Then we call it as internal CSS. And the third type is called inline CSS. Inline CSS means, suppose you have a paragraph, okay? And you're doing the CSS for a paragraph within that particular paragraph itself. Not like making a class or something. So whenever you want to make a class or ID, you have to go to the head, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then if you're doing all the things in the head, then we call it as internal CSS. But if you're doing in the same line where you're creating an element, then we call it as inline CSS. Understood
Okay.
the differences?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Because this is you, since you already know about it, I don't want to cover. So I just wanted to go to the next chapter where, next thing, because I want you to make a nice web page. Okay. So we have just these things still, we have been learning. So I don't want to waste one complete class on this. So we will combine 2 classes and do it things so that I can save one class where I can teach you something very, very different.
Okay.
Okay, because this is, see, now you understood what is external, internal, inline. Is it clear?
Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
show you in the thing also. And let me just share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you see?
Yes, I can see.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm going to create a file. I'll create a file called gradient. .html. Okay, in this you have a short form. Like suppose you want to have head body by default. So what you can do is just give this one. Okay. Press enter. Why it's not happening? Yes, see, it will come. Just take it. By default, you will get it. Okay, you don't have to type head, body, all those things.
Now, what do you have to type, Miss?
You just have to put exclamatory mark.
Okay.
Okay, I'll show you again. Just exclamatory mark. When you put exclamatory mark, you will get this. Then
Okay. What about the second one when you have 3?
This is the version. That you don't have to worry. Either you can delete it or just retain it. Does not matter. Okay. So I'm just making. You have to change the title. It by default it will come as document. So you can just change it as whatever you're doing. So you're going to do the gradient. Okay. So here I'm just going to show you the internal and external. Okay.
Okay.
Internal means why do you need an internal here? Okay, I'll show you internal here. Okay, I will go in after the high at the thing. I'll create a style. Okay, then I want to make it for the body. Okay, I will type body. I will say background color. I want it, let's say yellow. Okay, so this is yellow, let's say, then text align. Okay, so see what I've done over here in the style. This is called internal, which I did it in the head. Okay, or it's not necessary that you have to do it in the head only. You can do it in anywhere in your HTML file. Then we call it as an internal CSS. Is it clear? Okay, this is internal. External means you remember this. We make it in a CSS file separately, and then we are going to connect it. Yeah. Then we call it as internals. Sorry, this is external. Okay, this is not external means nothing related to the HTML file. Yeah. Okay, then we call it as an external file. This is completely an external file for the CSS because this is not a part of the HTML file. So this is an external. So when we link it, then it is an external CSS. Similarly, which was the one which I created now? Oh, yeah, gradient. So this what we call it as a internal, because this is within the thing. Now I'm going to show you what is inline. Inline, let's say I'm going to create a tab, H1 tab, and I'll take this is inline. So this is inline. So in the same line we are doing, okay, inline CSS type. Okay, so what is that internal in here? Inline means you have to go inside and do it on the same line. Then we call it as, so let's say I want the style, I'll give it as color. I want the text color. Let's say red. And yeah, and I also give a border. Let's say 5 pixel. That's it. So now let me run this. So okay, done. Sorry, why this text color is coming black?
Yes, I can't see the screen.
Array, I have shared an entire screen now. Okay, wait. We'll stop sharing.
Okay.
Can you see my screen?
Oh, yes, now I can.
Why this is coming? Text color. See, the mistake is here. Text color red. Yeah. Control yes.
What did you do wrong, miss?
Actually, a semicolon was here.
Oh.
Yeah. Now, can you see this? This is inline. So what is happening? So the body what I've given was a internal, it was inside the file, but it was not inline. I didn't give it inside this. Okay. So it was, this is internal, this is inline. Understood?
Yeah.
The three different, this is inline means you're going to give it inside that particular element itself. This is inside the file, but not inside the element. Okay. And this is completely external. I think all the three is clear for you, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. And one more thing you can do is, suppose you like, let's say you, your friend, or you have seen a website where you like the styling of that particular website. Okay. And you wanted to do, you want the exact style. So what you can do is, then what you have to take the CSS file of that and you can export that file into your thing. So then if you want to export something like that, then what you have to, so not export, sorry, import. Okay. If you want to import something, then what is the thing is, you have to do it in the head only. Okay. And the syntax for will be @import. Okay. You will write import and file name. File name will be inside the, let's say xxxx.html.
Oh.
This is a dummy one. I'm just doing it. Okay. This is how you can do the export. Sorry, not HTML. You are going to store the style file. No? So it will be CSS. Okay. This is how you can import a file. Suppose your friend has done a very nice designing file. So you can import it like this. Okay. So these are the main method how you can put the CSS into the file. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to go to the 10th session because I want to combine both, because both the session does not have much thing. Okay. Okay, so let's start this. Okay, now in 10th session, what do we have is that what are the properties? Okay, that is, we already learned about what are the types of CSS selectors we have, what is the syntax of adding a CSS, and also now we have learned how to the different ways to insert the CSS, isn't it? Is it clear? Any doubt in these three topic?
No, miss.
That is selector, the syntax, and the different method to insert the CSS. It's clear for you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now I want to do what are the various properties we have it in the CSS. Okay. So first thing is the color. So you know how to give a color for your item, right? See, for example, here I gave the color. Color means we are telling about the text color, okay, not the background color. Color means text color. So just now you saw how I gave the color for the H1, right? So color colon whatever the color you want, and then it should be each property should be separated by a semicolon, isn't it? Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, and you also learned how to give a background color, isn't it? We will just call it as background color and choose the color that you want, isn't it? So, but today I'm going to show you how do we extra thing. So how can we give a gradient color to the background? Suppose you see now when I run this project, my color is green, isn't it? But I don't want a single color. I want multiple colors in my background. So how do I do that? I'm going to show you. Okay. That is today we're going to learn about color gradient to the background, and also how can I put a background image. Okay. These two things are you're going to do it today. And also different types of font. Then you have margin. Oh, a lot of things are there today. Okay, fine. Now let's say I want to give a background color means always a single color options we have. Okay. So now what I'm going to do for the body, I want to give a gradient. So I'll just remove this part, background part. Okay. Instead of that, I'll come over here. Instead of, I'll type it as background, not color. I'll choose background. Can you see this?
Yeah.
I'll choose this. Then I have to see there are two types of gradient we have. One is radial gradient, other one is linear gradient. But today you're going to learn about linear gradient. Radial gradient you will be learning after a few classes. Okay, that is slightly different. Okay, so today we are going to learn linear. So I'm going to type linear. See, can you see when I type linear, it comes linear gradient. And you have an option which side you want to put, whether you want it from right to left or left to right. Okay, the gradient. So normally we use right to right. Okay, to right. I want from to right, and I'm going to choose my color. So let's say I want yellow. Yellow. Then I will say green. You can choose multiple color. Okay.
Okay.
Green. Let's say blue.
Right.
Then what else? Violet. Okay. I don't know. Violet. It's not violet. I think purple. Yeah. See, I have chosen 4 colors. Now let's see how this is going to happen. Okay. I'm going to save this. Let's run this. Can you see? Hello?
Yeah, I can see this.
See how many color combination?
4.
It looks better than the previous backdrop, isn't it? The screen color.
Yeah.
See, you can see that the color is merging from right to left. It just comes from like this and just see all the colors, whatever the color you have chosen, it will mix all the color and it will give you a nice gradient for your screen. So this is how you can give the gradients. Whenever you want multiple color merging for your screen, you can use this gradient property. Okay.
Okay.
Now, so gradient is very simple. Background you have to use, not background color, background. Then choose what type of gradient you want. And then to right, then the color, whatever the color you want, you can choose it. Okay, so this is how we do. So now let me show you how do we do the background image. Suppose you can see some website, when you open website, there will be images on the background. Have you ever noticed it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do we already learned how to put an image, right? But how do we put an image on the background? I'm going to show you. So let's go inside this only. Okay. So I will say here, I will say background image. Can you see this? Background image. Then I have to give the URL. Okay. So let's go to the Google. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's say, let's just check some flower images. Let's say some soft flower image for the screen. are very, very. Okay, I'll take some light one. This one. I'll copy the image address. The process is the same, only the syntax is slightly different. That's it.
Okay.
Let's go to the code. Then you will type URL. Okay, inside the URL, you're going to type this. Okay, now let's see. Control, yes. Can you see this?
Yes. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, it looks beautiful, but you can see that the same image is getting repeated many times. Can you see that? Can you see the same image is cut into pieces and tiled it? Can you tell me why it's happening like this?
not sure, miss.
Because the image which I've taken is as a background image, isn't it? So it has to be very, very big. So since my image is small, I have to fill up the background. So it is just duplicating itself and filling my ground. So to avoid this, what I can do is I can change the size of my image. That is also one of the option, where otherwise you can take a huge image or you can just change the size of the images. So where is my end button? No, that is home. Oh, yeah. So I will say width. You can change the width to, let's say, auto, or you can see auto or whatever you want, or otherwise you can just give it as 600 pixel and see how does it look. You can adjust it by however you want it. Okay. No, not much changes happen. 600 pixels. Maybe. Oh, this is wrong. Actually, the way I have put it is wrong.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
What happened? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now, yes.
Yeah. Hope it will work. Oh, it's gone. It's 600 is too high. Can you see? It's just gone.
Okay.
Okay. So you can adjust it by either way, either giving pixels or putting in auto mode.
Okay. Okay.
Understood? Let me see.
Yeah.
Can you see when I give auto, it is just taking automatic size only. Okay. So you can adjust it depending upon how many pixels you want, and so many pixels it will get duplicated. And if it is very big, then it will take only one image. Okay. Normally we can't take smaller image for this. If you take smaller image, this is how it's going to look. So is this clear for you now?
Yes.
And then there is also something called fonts, font family, which I think you have already learned about font family, right? Font family, that is what type of font do you want? Have you learned?
Hello?
Yes, can you hear me?
Miss, you are cutting out sometimes, miss.
Check your net.
Yes, my net's fine, miss.
What is the problem?
I don't know.
Because this is my third class now. Okay, fine. See, font, you have learned about font family, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can choose font family, which is nothing but you can choose any type of font that you like. So here, if you can see, there are only limited number of things. Suppose you want more than this, you need to download that from the net. Okay, there is a Google link, is the software is there. You can just download that. That also you can use it over here for the font. Okay.
Okay.
Then okay, here's an, for example, I'm just using Courier new. Save it. This is how it happens. See, it's changed. Can you see?
Yes.
Yeah. So is it clear how to put the background image, how to put the gradient,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
what is inline, external, and internal CSS?
Can you
Clear?
show that the gradient where it does lots of color, please? One
See here. That is linear color. See what
linear.
happened when you put the background image, the linear will go.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. Because the background image will come cover that gradient. So if I remove this, then it will be there.
Uh,
You want me to remove?
no, it's fine.
Okay. Now, can you try it out so much? Ready? Hello?
Yes.
Okay. I'll stop sharing. You can share your screen.
Okay, what's the first thing I should do? Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. See, it's so easy, isn't it? You don't have to type head, title. You just got it over there.
Yeah.
Now, I want you to try the inline CSS and
Okay.
internal CSS. Internal CSS, you can do it in the head. For the body, what are the things you want for your body? To the gradient.
Oh,
Yeah, body only. Why?
not sure.
Bracket. Flower bracket. CSS should be inside the flower bracket, huh?
Okay.
What do you want to do?
Font size.
But are you going to type anything on the? Okay, fine. Sure. Okay, fine. Font size. Okay.
Okay. Okay. And now?
You can make a font family also.
But don't I need that for like thingy, the external CSS?
Sorry.
Wouldn't I need that for the external CSS?
Externally is we have already done that.
All right, so we don't do external now.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Fine. Okay. One family. Okay.
Just a minute.
Hmm?
Okay.
Yeah, it's right.
Is this actually paragraph? Huh? What did you do?
H1, H1.
H1. Okay. Body, how come it is not changed? Acha, okay. The text.
It's because font
Yeah.
size and font family, because we're
Yeah,
going to do the linear, isn't it?
Okay, this is okay. Now I want you to give H1 inline thing. Inline CSS you give for H1. The
Yeah.
text color. For H1 inline CSS.
Right, inline. Go on. What do you want me to put, miss? What would you like me to do?
I want you to change the text color.
Text color. Okay, anything else, miss?
What else we can give for that? You want to give a background color for that?
Yeah.
Okay, but again it will get changed. Okay, when you give background color.
Then no point. Then no.
Yeah. Okay, now run it and see.
Okay.
So I think instead of the wait. Yeah, fine. Let's go back. I want you to, instead of this sentence, can you just make it that this is inline CSS so that later you can remember? This sentence can be changed to this is in example of inline CSS, so that you don't get confused what is. But I think it is clear for you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Because yeah. Now, okay. Now can we do the gradient?
Okay.
This CSS, you know it, no? We have done in the last class. We're just connecting with the link.
Yeah.
Okay, we're just connected. Then this is an external CSS. That's it.
Mm.
Okay, these two are also called as internal only, but in internal this is inline. Okay.
Okay.
So don't say that, but you know, inline is not an internal. This is also
Yeah, it
internal
is
only, but
internal.
this
Yeah.
specifically. Okay, now you can do the gradient for the background.
Okay, where do I do that, miss?
In the background only, you go to the head only, you do it. Anyway, you made the thing over there, no? For the background.
Okay.
No. Here already you're doing the body, right? Inside this only you do it.
Right. Okay.
Already made the
Yeah.
background. No. Background. First background.
Okay.
No. Plain. Yes, plain one.
Yeah.
Then type linear. No, linear.
Linear.
LINE. See, it's already came there.
Yeah.
Yeah. To right.
Sorry, miss.
To right. You'll just type to right.
Two.
You have to give a direction. So which direction it has to go? Comma. Everything has to be separated by a comma. Okay.
Okay.
Now you choose your colors, whatever the colors you want. You can choose many colors. Okay. There is no. Where are you going? Where are you typing?
Commas, isn't it?
Comma. Yeah, it has to be. Okay. You're giving all the same shade.
Sorry, miss.
All of them are in the same shade. Okay, run it and see how does it look. Let's see.
I mean, like space colors, you know.
Okay, let's see. How does, wow. Can you see? This looks better, isn't it? I mean, when you
Yeah,
give
it does.
gradient, make
Much better.
your web page more vibrant.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this is about gradient. Now, about putting the images, background images.
Okay. What should I do?
You can go back, put the background image now.
Where in?
Yeah, in the background body only you want the background image, right? So obviously you have to do it inside the body only.
Oh.
No, I mean style you're doing in the Here only, no, for body styling you're doing. So along with that only you do it.
Okay.
URL.
Yeah, URL.
Type URL. Yeah, URL. Copy from there. Pick up from there. Okay, copy the URL from your. You can take any image from your Google.
Why it's not working?
Sorry, I didn't see. What happened? What did you do? Where did you paste the link?
Yeah.
URL. What did you take? I said in the last class also, you're not supposed to copy the link from HTTP. You have to copy the, see what you have taken. See the link? The link which you have taken is wrong. You've taken the website link. No. Right click on it and take it as save the image. Yeah, image link. Copy the image link. You have taken from HTTP to a Bing. That is wrong. No, it is not right. Again, it is coming like that only. So that is a website link. So that's not right. It will not load. Go to some other website. Some are
No, it's
very
working.
much. Yeah. See, can you see?
Yeah.
So since the image is small, it is coming like this.
Oh.
Maybe, when you take a background image, you can take it as a background image. You can search for a background image and maybe that time it will be big. Understood? So these are the small images, no?
Yeah.
So maybe when we Google it, we have to take background images. Then maybe the stretchability will be more. So you will get it as a single image. Okay. So is it clear how now whatever we have done today? Any doubt?
No doubts.
Now I'm going to show you something else. Clear, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me share my screen again. Okay. So now today I'm going to teach you about margins and padding.
Okay.
Okay, so what do you think? What is this margin and padding? What do you think?
Margins are like the space around the borders, and padding is how thick they are.
Okay, so as you said, yes, you're almost right. So let's say this is your web page. Okay, so you have a margin for this. Okay, and the content what you have, this is your content. Okay, the space between the margin and the content is called as padding. Okay, this is padding. Okay, padding is very important. Okay, why? Can you tell me why padding is important?
Because if not, they'll keep hitting into the borders.
Yes, so it will come very, very close to the border. Okay, which does not look nice.
Yeah.
When your content will come very close to the border, or when just imagine when you're opening the website, the content will start from here. It's so irritating to see. It doesn't look nice. Okay, so we have to give proper padding for your content so that the things comes on a proper way. Okay, so that is why we use the padding. Is it clear what is padding and content?
Yeah.
Okay, so and between the, this is your margin. Okay, this is your page margin, this is your padding. In between that we can put a border.
Yeah.
Whatever the content you want, if you want a border, you can put a border like this. This is going to be your border. So this is margin, this is border. Okay,
Right.
understood? So they don't get confused with border, margin and padding.
Okay.
So how do we give this? I'm going to show you a small example to give a margin and padding. So let me clear this. Let's start a file. Okay, I'll just do it in this only. So to make a, I need a border. So I'm just making a style. Okay, I'm making a division.
Yeah.
Sorry, I made a mistake. Okay, so let's say I'm giving a margin. Margin. Sorry. Margin top. Let's give 100 pixel. Then I'm giving margin bottom. Again, I'm giving 100 pixel. Then margin top, bottom, left. Yeah, I'll give 50 pixel. I'm just giving random numbers. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Also, I'll give it as 50 pixel. Let's see how does it going to look. Okay. Now, after margin, if you just give margin, it's not going to come. We will not be able to differentiate what is going to happen because margin is a transparent thing. We don't have anything. So now I have to give a border. Then only I'll be able to give the, I'll give a background color. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's give some background color. Let's run to save this. Can you see my screen
Yeah, yeah, I can.
now?
Sorry.
Can you see?
I'm still on the Visual Studio.
Acha, oh. Stop. Now, can you see?
Now I can see, yes.
So the margin you're not able to see because it's an invisible thing which we cannot see. So I have to do something so that I can just give some border and all so that I can see the thing. Okay, let's give a border because margin normally not visible. So I will give a border. So here also border, we can give how many ever borders you want. Okay. So
Okay.
let's give border. You can give left border, right border. Suppose if you just take a plain border, that means like this. Okay. And if I give 5 pixel, then what happened? All the 4 sides will get the same size. Okay. That is what it. Then border 5 pixel I have given. Now 5 pixel is too much, but still let's see how does it look. So now border color. I'll leave it as, let's say, brown and border solid. No, without this, let's see how does it going to look. Then I'll change more. Okay. Didn't save. Oh, why it didn't come? Because I didn't call the division here.
Ah,
Can you see?
yeah.
The background color is there and the border. So the border color is not able to see because I didn't give border thick. So what do I
Ah,
do?
right.
I'll just go here again. Solid border. Solid. Can you see?
Yeah.
Border. So now see border is there. Now can you
Yeah.
see the text is very close to my border, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, very
So this
close.
is what I don't want it to be like this. So that's the reason. So what I can do is, here what happened? The border, can you see? The width is more and height is also like, suppose I want this to be a square. Then what do I do? Let's go over here. See, I given top margin something, bottom margin something. So instead of that, what I do, I'll just remove this. Instead of giving, suppose I want every side to be equal, but every time it can't happen. Okay, sometimes we have to give depending upon the design what we have to change it. So suppose if we give plain margin, okay, not margin, okay, margin I will give, okay, margin I'll just make it as 5 10 pixel 15 pixel, then border. Yeah, now I am going to give a padding. So you see my, okay, let me just show you that. Now look at this. See, it's shifted up. Okay, I've just reduced the margin. See now, see on which side I need a padding. Can you tell me?
The left side.
Yes, left side I need a padding. Okay, so in this kind of situations where I don't need four side also. Okay, only one side you need, then you have to use padding left. Suppose you want it for all the fourth side, same padding, then you can just give bland margin 5 pixel or 10 pixel, whatever the pixel you want, it'll get applied to all the four sides. Suppose in this kind of situation where you need only one side, then what you can do is we will just give padding left, let's say 20 pixel. Let's see this. Can you see? It's just got shifted. Can you
Yeah,
see the gap?
yeah,
Yeah. So this is what the padding. So padding will help us to keep the content in a proper position. Otherwise, what happens? It will come very close to it and it doesn't look nice. Okay, sometimes here also when the text is big, you can give the padding. Sometimes the text may come very close to the upper margin, then upper border, then you can just push it using the upper padding. Understood now how to give the padding?
yeah.
Okay. So can you try it out? The main difference, you should know what is the difference between padding, margin. Margin is the invisible area. Okay, I'll just show it over here itself. See, this is the margin. Can you see the
Yeah, yeah.
space between the border and the this is the margin. Okay,
Okay.
this is margin. This white area is margin. This is the border, and this is the padding. I hope it is clear for you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll stop this now. Can you make a one margin?
Yeah. Okay. We're missing style, right?
No. Create a separate file because we will be using that particular thing later also, because you have to do border padding thing. So you
Create
can
another file.
create a new file.
Oh,
Yeah, you can write margin and padding.
Okay. Yeah.
Start the project. So today I'll be sending you homework regarding this margin and padding. Okay.
Okay. Hello.
I'm
Where
not
do I
seeing your
start?
screen. I'm not seeing your screen. I'm just searching for your homework. Huh? You asked me something?
Where do I start, miss?
Either you can do it inside the body or outside as a style. It's up to you. You can do it anywhere. If you want to do it on the inline, you can go inside. If you want to do it as internal, then you have to go here. Whichever
Okay,
way.
but like, how do I start? You know,
If how do you start means what?
I, what's the starting code?
You can make a paragraph or a heading and then give a padding for that, margin padding for that.
Okay.
Lorem. Okay.
Huh? Or no?
No, 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 no. Not for that. You have to go inside the body or you have to go to over here. You want to do internal or inline?
Inline.
Inline. So then go inside the body.
Oh, oh.
No, inside the body means inside should be inside. Give margin. How many margins you want? How much margin you want? If you want, so give separately. First, it should be the margin. Then comes the border. Then comes the padding. 1 minute.
Oh. So why is it not coming though?
Sorry.
Is it not coming?
Open the bracket. Open the bracket after. Oh yeah, yeah, it's correct only. Type margin. Why it's not coming?
I don't know.
Okay, put semicolon. You can type it. It will come. There is some error is coming. I don't know. See this. Okay, it's came now. Type. How many pixels you want?
Margin. 20.
Give.
Okay, then border.
Margin is there. Now what else? Border. Because you want a thick border, you give it as border solid. So that there are
Solid.
3 different types of borders. Other one is solid border where you have a line. Okay. Other one is dotted border.
Okay.
Yeah. Other one is I think double shadow or something. I never tried it.
Okay.
Adding how much you want.
30.
Give it. You have to see how much you require and which side you want. First, you have to run it and see which side you need a padding. And you can also change the border color.
Okay.
Can you see?
Yeah.
So the border by default, it will come as black. So you can change it whatever the color you want.
No,
So
I like
even
that.
the thickness also you can give how much thickness you want. Border width. This is called border width, border color, border width. And you can also see if suppose you don't want like this, the sharp edges, you don't want. You want that to be like this. Suppose you want this to be like this. Okay, round like this. Okay, then what do? You use the border radius also. Radius means you're making it round like this, edges making round. Okay, so I'll show you. Go inside. Go to the studio.
Yeah.
Yes, go inside here. Padding is okay, right? Now go to the give border color. No, that is fine. That is fine. Give another one. Border color.
Another one.
No, not inside that. After semicolon. Border color. See, it's already there. Border color. What color you want for your border? You can choose it. Okay. Then how much thickness you want? Border width. Border width. How much? Let's say 5 pixel or 6 pixel. How much of pixels you want? You can just put it. Then you can also change. Suppose you don't want that sharp edges. If you want, then you can give border radius. Maybe 5 pixel again. Now round it and see how does it look.
Yeah, no.
See now, see, you give 5 pixel and see, 1 minute, just go back. You can make it 10 pixel and see how does it's depends upon how much you want it. Okay, 25 is going to be too round. Okay, check. How does it look?
Yeah, nice.
Okay, so this is how you make your border. And padding is already, since you're given, it's already pushed. Okay? Yeah. Understood how to make the border now?
Yeah.
Padding borders. So we'll be making a project in the next class, which is again a mini project number 3, where you're going to make a my book.
What?
Your book. So you're going to have a cover page, then the content pages.
Okay.
Okay. So any doubt in today's class, whatever we have learned?
No, that's
It's all clear, right? Okay. Then I'll be sending the homework. Please try to do the homework. Okay. So just session number 10. So I just completed session number 10 for you. Okay.
right.
I want actually 1.5 class extra to show you something. That is an extra thing. Okay. Because you're very good in doing things. So I just want some extra thing to be taught for you.
Yeah, personally, I'm a quick learner. So
yes. Okay, so create a web page and change the font family, Google font. Okay, no, nothing about table and borders. Okay, but I think now you know how to make it, right? Give the padding. Okay, I will be sending a small cutting. I want you to code for it and show me. Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Okay, then take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.